This championship match scheduled for yesterday shortly after 4 moved to Monday 5 o'clock Eastern time, so a late arriving crowd on this workday, but Arthur Ashe Stadium totally sold out, and many have come to see whether or not Roger Federer can make it 5 in a row. That would mean 2 different Grand Slams, 5 consecutive titles. No one in the history of the sport has ever accomplished that.
Roger's getting a lot of support because it hasn't been a cakewalk for him in this tournament, especially that Andreev match in the 16s. He was extended to 5 sets. Muller he struggled against. Djokovic is where he finally showed signs, a couple sets of playing like the old Roger. He's going to start out this match today.
Murray won the toss and elected to receive. He likes returning against Federer.
Likes returning against anybody. He's got one of the best returns in the game, and he's decided he's going to stand back a la Nadal.
15 long.
Way behind the baseline to take the first serve of Federer, just like he did against Rafa yesterday.
And Federer starts with a couple of quick scores off his serve.
When Federer lost to Andy Murray in Dubai earlier this year, he never even got a break point against him. And when Andy beat him in Cincinnati a couple of summers ago, he broke Roger Federer's serve 7 times. 7 times in 2 sets.
Ball to long.
Unable to get a ball in play in this opening game, Murray.
It seemed that in Cincinnati he didn't really want to be there, Federer. The match in Dubai he was struggling with that mono, not at full gear.
Easy hole to start for Federer. Before the match, Andy Murray stopped to chat with Mary Jo Fernandez.
Andy, you've looked so relaxed throughout this tournament, including in your big win yesterday over Nadal. How do you feel going out there in your first Grand Slam final?
Yeah, there's a bit of nerves, obviously, but you know, really looking forward to it. I played great all week, and hopefully can keep it going again today. You
have a good record against Roger. What is it about the matchup that you like?
I've always enjoyed playing against the best players. I think it brings the best out of me, and you know, he's played unbelievable the last 4 or 5 years here, so I'm going to have to play a great match if I want to win.
Good luck.
Thank you.
Let's see how Murray conducts his first service game after Federer totally dominant in his.
Hasn't been easy for Andy Murray. He was down 2 sets against Jürgen Molzer in the 3rd round, and then he needed 3 minutes shy of 4 hours to get past Juan del Porto in the quarters, and then he had 65 winners against Nadal in the semis. So they've both played their best tennis right before this.
Federer does not challenge. Took a long look. He thought the ball missed the center line.
Well, you could see the wind catch that, so I think you're right about the wind being a factor out there. That's a big serve right up the middle. That's a serve that Andy's developed. He was, because of his improved fitness, he's got a big league serve now that he can get in excess of 130. So that makes his off-speed pitches that much more effective.
He's hit one 138 in the championship.
That's why he's so difficult. His ability to keep you off balance, not just off his serve, but off the ground. He loves the drop shot. We'll see that. He can take the pace off the ball. He's incredible at creating angles, and his movement is just remarkable how well he covers the court.
Just wide. The wind carried that wide.
That was game. I guess he's not going to challenge.
1-1. Roger Federer and Mary Jo.
Roger, it's your 5th consecutive final, 5th different opponent. How much does the experience you've had over the last few years help you today?
Well, I'm not as nervous anymore like in my first final, but it's definitely always exciting, and looking forward to a great match against Andy. You know, it's the first time he's in a slam, so it should be a good match.
You've had tough matches against Andy in the past. What will you need to do to overtake him today?
play well and then hope for the best to arrive to me. But I'm excited. I'm feeling well. I played great against Djokovic, so confidence is good. That's what I need right now.
Best of luck.
Thanks.
Federer taking care of the high hopes of the 20-year-old Serb Djokovic, and now aims at the 21-year-old from Scotland, Murray, and has won 6 straight service points.
There's a palpable sense of excitement in the Federer camp because they finally saw the old Roger last round. You should seeing Roger put on a brave face. Oh, I'm still playing well and everything's okay, but the light went on the other day. In particular, that first set, when he saw how subdued Djokovic was, he took quick advantage, as he's going to try to do here, because obviously he knows Murray is just unbelievably nervous playing his first final. Trying to get a quick lead. We can't underestimate there's some pressure on Roger, though, because it's been a bit of a lost year. He hasn't won a major.
With all the success, hard to call him hungry, but he is.
That lands in.
How does he get that angle on the run?
Well, Roger's going to be frustrated because he was there, and he thought it was going to float wide, but the wind kept it in. He knows Andy's fast. That's a given, but he could have tracked that down, but he stopped running for it.
Continues to go wide in that deuce court, 40-30.
That's a smart play for him to open the court up. His serve is big enough where he can really hurt Andy on that second shot. Serves bigger than Nadal's.
Serving with the wind from this end. It's 2-1 underway in New York, the men's championship of the U.S. Open. Harry Connick just before the match today with America the Beautiful, punctuated by a flyover. In championship form, and here is Andy Murray serving at 1-2. Federer has said that playing in the wind at that end of the court, it's almost impossible to break. You just want to hold your own, hope that you can break when you have the wind at your back.
Coming into this championship match, Murray's been broken 15 times, Roger only 7.
Well, Murray played yesterday, so perhaps a little wear and tear, certainly more than Roger in this tournament. So you add the nerves into it. Those good legs are going to feel a little heavy here for him, especially in some big points early. And this is where Rogers feels like he's got a good chance to get a quick lead.
Didn't take long, John, for the drop shot.
Well, he gave that away again, so he was scrambling big time, and he almost got away with it. He hit a pretty good passing shot, but Rogers got those soft hands. He flicked the ball to the open area.
You saw Roger's dad, Robert, in the red ball cap. Mom, Lynette, applaud that play. There's Dad.